Good day, my people on YouTube. I hope you're having a blessed day and a good day wherever you are. So today I just decided to make a video, and I'm going to talk about once you start to self-improve yourself, things will never be the same again. This is a true thing because once you start to self-improve yourself, you'll start to realize that you hold the power. You hold the power to change yourself and to change your environment around you. Basically, just to change everything that you want to change about yourself and the outside environment. You know what I mean? So first of all, your perception about yourself and the environment will start to change gradually or slowly. Your perception about yourself and the environment that you're around, or the environment that you find yourself in, will start to change. You start to love yourself more. I'm just saying this based on what I've experienced over the couple of months, you start to love yourself more. You start to take responsibility for your actions. You realize that there's a cause and an effect. In life, everything that we do, everything that we put our attention to or energy to will grow over time, right? So like there's a cause and effect. So like once you start to self-improve yourself, you start to be aware of the things that you'll be doing that have a bad effect, or the good things that you'll be doing that has a good effect on your life. You know what I mean? So like basically you just start to love yourself, you just start to appreciate yourself more, you start to appreciate your time more, you start to value yourself more, your time, everything that you do, you want to see if there's any value in it. You won't just be doing anything like you used to do when you were not self-improving yourself, you know what I mean? So like you'll start to put value on things, put value on yourself, know your worth, know what you want to do, what you don't want to do. You won't be a push around anymore. That's one of the things, like you won't be a push around anymore because you put value on things. That's what I started to do. I started to put value on things, on my time, on things that I do, on places that I go, on people that I'm around with, because I realized that the things that I do, they will have an effect on me over time, whether it's good or bad, you know what I mean? So like you start to love yourself, because that's the most important thing. When you start improving yourself, bro, you start to love yourself, and you start to love everything that you didn't love about yourself. You start to learn to love about yourself, you know what I mean, bro? So like, yeah, and then you'll see a massive difference between you, the present you right now, and your past self. Your past you. You know what I mean? So like there'll be a big gap, a gap. Whereby your present self is much more strong. It's much more bold. It's much more courageous on stuff. Is determined to get stuff done. Your present self it's loving yourself, basically. Everything that now you're going into now, you're questioning stuff now. Why do I want to go into this stuff? Why do I want to do that? Why are people telling us to do that? You know what I mean? Because when you start improving, right, for me it's all about you. It's all about what you can improve on you, inside of you. You know what I mean, bro? So like when you see your present self and your past self, there's gonna be a big difference there, because your present self is much more aware now and much more assertive, and then your past self was not aware and was not assertive, was just a pushover. You could do anything that you didn't want to do back then, but right now, because now you have value on yourself, you've put value on yourself, and you've put value on the things that you want to do. um um you're gonna be a big difference. There's gonna be a big difference between the present self and your past self, because the present self is much more aware and assertive. You know what I mean? So like your present self will be much more stronger, because like I'm just saying this based on me. Your present self will be much more stronger. You know much more stronger than your past self was. You know what I mean? So like there's quite a few things that will change about yourself, your perception about life, your perception about what your parents or what the society told you about who you should be or how you should act. You start to see a big difference. Like you start to notice that you don't have to act like the society tells you to act. You don't have to act like everybody's acting. You just have to be yourself, bro. You just have to work on yourself and love yourself and be the best version you can be, if you know what I mean, right? So like once you start to self-improve yourself, things will never be the same, because everything that you do now will do with like an awareness of, what am I doing? Do I want to do this? Don't I want to do it? You know what I mean, right? So like, that's a big plus for me, because before I started to self-improve myself, I didn't know where I was going. I was lost and confused, just like some people today. Some people are so lost and confused because they don't have a vision, because they don't know what to do, like they don't know who they are. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. It's not their fault. It's just that some people are not meant to know who they are in this lifetime, or some people are not meant to have a vision and stuff like that. But I believe that we all need to have a vision. Everybody must have a vision, but our paths are different in this lifetime, as you may know, right? So like and also the thing that I realized when I started to self-improve myself, when I started to work on myself, when I started to work on my insecurities, started to work on the things that I don't like about me, and the things that I love about me, and the things that I want to do, and the things that don't want to do. Is that I noticed that people started to look at me different. I started losing people, people started to move out of my life. I started spending time more alone. Even now, I spend most of my time alone, because people are nowhere to be seen anymore. Because like what I'm doing and what they're doing, like the people that I used to be around with, we no longer resonate with each other. What they're doing, I don't do. Why I do, I don't do. You know what I mean? So like, once you start to self-improve yourself, people will change. How they see you will change. People will laugh, will like the new you, and some people will not like the new you, because some people want to see you the same. Some people want to have power over you, want to have control over you. Some people want to have the ability to control you, to tell you what to do. But now you know who you are, because now you're working on yourself, improving yourself. You know your value, you know your worth. They can't do shit to you. They can't do those shit to you. So now that triggers them. It triggers them, because they can't control you, they can't tell you what to do. So now they will look at you differently, bro. Some people will hate you, some people will like you, some people just stop talking to you out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Especially the people that you used to hang around with, they'll just change on you, bro. They'll just tell people what you doing, or the wrong things about you, even if they are lies, bro. I'm telling you, I'm going through this right now, bro. So like, there's a lot of shit that happens, like when you start to self-improve yourself, when you start to work on yourself, bro. There's a whole lot of shit that's gonna change. There's a whole lot of shit that's gonna happen that you're not gonna like, and some of it you're gonna like. Sometimes you're gonna feel lonely, but sometimes you're gonna feel like it's best to be alone. You know what I mean, right? So like, some people will like you, some people will be resentful towards you because they don't want to see you change. So when some people see you change, that triggers them, bro. If people that know you, like people that you were growing up with, right, they know you, and then now all of a sudden you're a different person. Now all of a sudden you change. Now all of a sudden you want bigger things, or all of a sudden now you want to be serious about life. There's nothing about being, a little bit playful about life, but sometimes you need to be serious about life, right? Sometimes you need to make something happen, right? Sometimes you can't depend on people, that are never gonna be there forever. So sometimes you gotta take the responsibility and be serious about life. So now when you do that, some people are gonna feel triggered, because they're gonna be feeling like, damn, this nigga is changing, so now I need to change too. Or this nigga is changing and I don't wanna change, why is this nigga changing, People are that some people are like that, or the people, they don't wanna see people change, because if they see people that they know change, they're gonna feel obliged to change, so like that's gonna trigger them. So now they're gonna start looking at you differently, all those people that you used to be around with, they're gonna start viewing you differently, and you too gonna start viewing them differently, because you changed your paradigm. Your paradigms are no longer the same. The kind of reality you're in, they cannot resonate with. You know what I mean, bro? So this is one of the things that I've experienced, on this journey of self-improvement. Self-improvement, bro, is a daily shit, you know what I mean? So like, this is one of the things that I've experienced, you know what I mean, bro? So like, yeah, peace.